smash. I asked her where she was finna go. She said she just left the patio. I asked the baby girl, do you smoke? She said, yeah, like a roll up some dope. Whole time I'm touching her ass, I like how I feel, I know she gon' go.
First game of the year. Yeah, good. Yeah. I don't like going to 2-1 team. Let's see the face. See the two, bro. What? I don't know. I'm no first game. Take it on the budget. Clean almost, cuz. I gotta go with they defense. Dang. I'm good.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium.
Yo.
It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Elko before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
We'll see what's going on.
And the Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Warren. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Running inside, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He might want another play. Reed. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Reed. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. We saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throwing, Mensah.
Now you gotta
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it was a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Looking to the end zone. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Trying to barge their way in.
Come on.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it
Oh,
on.
you got a flag.
They
It's
stay
dead.
aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Reed with the catch. It's Owens. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Reed.
I didn't try that. I pushed that too
Intercepted
many
on first half.
times.
Turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing Reed. Looking for space to the left. Heaves it deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
It'll be 3rd and long. Under fire.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
He asked, I'm not playing.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Mensah. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it down. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Dropping back, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Owens. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Reed to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Quarterback may change this route. to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Makes a run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Come on, they do it.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
They got the dollar package. That's what they do.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Follow me.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, they're after him. On target to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here. Hopefully a touchdown before this first half closes out.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grab near the sticks. It's Fletcher. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Creates a little room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. About a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Mensah to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh, he lived. What? Come on, man. Don't want to play the game. Finish it out, man. I'd play one more though. I think I might go listen.
Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
His history was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sellers through the noise. Moving out to the right. He's going to take a shot right away. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job of having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking up the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play of the football game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pressure all, the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe. Everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Taylor wants to throw.
Come on.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sellers.
Yeah, I see that shit now.
He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it for a big play.
I actually thought the defense had the right coverage there. That's just really good offense. Like really good timing between QB and tight end. You got a middle of the field safety. You got those guys underneath. The defense has to see the ball, break on it. But sometimes they're just too good of a duo.
Working that left side now.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here comes the heat. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes the grab in their space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a lot?
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Boswell. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get ahead of him, hard to get him to the ground.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. They get to him as he throws. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Now give it to Fluff. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. He's got it. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Taylor wants to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's some pressure. Escapes trouble. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
To the crib, bro.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. And he turned it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's finally taken down inside the 5, but hold on, there's a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Rushes on him. Going over the top. Another incompletion on third down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Time to take a shot. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sellers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. It's complete.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Sellers to the air again. Fires to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his man. Touchdown Gamecocks. Haul that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He goes right back to the air. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Come on, man.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Very good.
Throwing, Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game.
Need a fucking run. I get ball. Oh, shit.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. Keeps it himself and gets the first.
Yeah,
and oh no, he loses the ball.
Yes, sir.
He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Taylor wants to throw. Looking for a big play.
Come on.
He's got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
Took it away from 8. That nigga fast.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pulls it in on the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. He gets it in there for the 2, and now they've chunked that lead down to 11. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Taylor wants to throw it. Uncorks it. All by himself. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up for 14. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
5-5, really.
Here's a gift to Bothwell. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Bothwell again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. It's an inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Come on.
Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Got it.
Right in the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
You got to take advantage of them chances, though.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
5, man. Gotta get the 5 you want to.
Throwing Sellers. Looking for his man.
Oh, he dropped it.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down.
I gotta go out there.
Looking for a huge play.
And
it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7.
You're going to have to come down yourself.
Bluff Bothwell again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
Oh, he
Can't
overthrew
hook
him.
up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
On target.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Again, it's Sellers. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We got to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Off play action. Gonna take a shot.
Come on.
Makes the catch.
Fucking ball,
He is in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
We're looking good. Coach out here.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this.
Shit, dead. Go and quit, bitch. Come on with it. Quit, bro. What is he doing? Come on, man.
No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try.
He's been a man the whole time. You don't see that shit not working.
Taylor wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
It's crazy. I had to put him in the game. He wasn't in the game. All the time, he didn't go crazy.
Here's Sellers to throw.
Man, play all those fucking ding and dumb shit.
He'll pull it down and run. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. 4th down, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Taylor wants to throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The run inside. It's Fuller. They'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them with an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You got that breakout one. All you need is defense though. Or 5. Man, it was crazy. I need more tackles. Good shit, man. Do the highlights. Like you said. With one hand that dude. And still get off me. He had a linebacker on receiver the whole game. And I can't make it to the middle. Same way. You burn white boy though. Can't keep over him for it. Went on work number 2.
gon' smash. I asked her where she was finna go. She said she just left the patio. I asked the baby girl, do you smoke? She said, yeah, like a roll up some dope. Whole time I'm touching her ass, I like how I feel, I know she gon' go.